Got through half of the signs for this week. I'm Karma. Let's do your Virgo reading for this week. All right, kids. Here we go. Virgo, this is you. One more shuffle. Are you looking for money, Virgo? Four of coins. Right now, you're... Okay, so we've done a huge shift. We had Leo and Cancer, and both of them were kind of emotional. Whereas with Virgo, what I'm seeing is some tension around money, but I'm also seeing there's some decisions that were made in regards to this. You've got some victory in here, so some success here. King of coins. You've got the Nine of Cups for celebration, Page of Wands. Some of you are going back to school or learning something new. We have the King of coins. It's King of Swords. So this tells us whatever decision that you've made has, shifted this energy in regards to money. Four of coins. You're looking at your budget, paying attention to how you're spending. I see any overtime where you're being... actually like busier than normal. So you're kind of conflicted on how to make these next steps. But like I said, one of the things that's hard for you is in moving back and forth. We've got the Two of Wands, which is, Two of Wands and Two of Swords. There's a lot of self-doubt here. Like you're picking apart details in order to make the right choice. We've got the Two of Wands. That is an angel on one shoulder, a devil on the other. And then we've got analysis paralysis with the Two of Swords, six of one, half dozen of the other. So both of you, both of these kinds of frames of mind is, so the Two of Wands is a tendency to try and look at different viewpoints. This would be like asking your mother and your father the same question and seeing what their perspective is. The Two of Swords is sitting in the middle, too much information and getting stuck. Now, here's what I have to say. You have a transition here. You've already made this transition because you have the Death card. You've pivoted. It's like standing in a doorway talking to the people inside the house and then turning around and looking outside. It's a totally different viewpoint. So I'm seeing a new viewpoint for you. I'm seeing celebration. Some of you are traveling or making plans to travel, and some of you are doing research. I think there's this expansion that's going on for you. You've got victory here. So like the hope dealer in me likes to point to what we see that's positive, right? Like it's not that I'm dismissing the negative, but if we focus on that, we're going to sink. So we have the King of coins and the King of swords, both of which are kind of power moves. They're action, so you're taking action. So these aren't just ideas that are bland, kind of like conceptual. This is actual action being taken. So you've got the King of coins and the King of swords. King of swords is victory. Just straight out, that one means you've won, that you've got the thing. King of Pentacles is money, so you're taking action in regards to your money. So if you notice in here, there are some ideas that you have that you want to bring into fruition, and we just have this self-doubt. Listen, can I just say with the presence of the Seven of Swords that I kind of think that something's going to pop for you that's going to give you the clarity that you need. So don't work this problem too hard. Give it a little bit of time. You don't have any delays to the actions that you're taking right now, but you do have some pressure and deadlines. You have the Four of Swords. In your head, you've kind of got this concept that if I don't make this decision now, it's going to get worse. Or if I don't make this decision now, I'll lose this opportunity. But what's true is you really can't do much. You can't do much anyways. And I think so you're just stressing yourself out about things you can't move because you have the Ten of Swords. It's either, it's like having kids at home. You can't take that extra class right now because you got kids to go home and feed until you find a sitter. There's like things that you've kind of got to move around. But right now you're restricted by, things that are already in play, right? I can't take this job until I put my notice in on this one. Right? That's a little restriction, right? It's like being bound or stuck in a place. But you're looking, and transformation is nigh. Ooh, you got the Death card. Can I just say, for those of you that are new to tarot in general, the cards mean very little to what you think you see on TV or whatever. Everybody's like, ooh, the Lover's card. I don't like that one as much as I like this one. The Death card means transformation. It's Scorpio energy. It means that the deep dive wasn't useless, that the dark phase wasn't just something that you're being punished by. The actual good is coming out of it because it's about transformation and transmutation. You're changing one energy into another. So for you right now, darling, Virgo, you have transformation at hand. And then you're crossing the bridge. This is the action that's happened after that. The Seven of Pentacles tells us that you're moving from one thing to another. So change is scary. But look, you have celebration, victory, victory, learning new things. Again, money improvement. So even though it feels a little chaotic or confusing, I would say, confusion in PSI seminars, I remember one of the facilitators saying, confusion just tells you have something to learn. If you're confused, it just means you need more information. But I do pick up a little bit of impatience here with Virgo. They want the answer now. A seed takes time. So maybe you're picking at things a little bit too much. I may not telling you to stop thinking about things. I'm saying take a break and come back to it. And maybe the perspective will be different. It was Leo that I was telling, get some rest. Like Leo right now is exhausted. So, you know, you ever been looking for your car keys and then you finally stop and quit and are like, forget it. I don't know. I'm going to make a phone call and say I'm going to be late. And there they are, like sitting on the counter or whatever. So sometimes that overwhelming perspective is just corrected by taking a break. Let's take a look at your moon reading, Virgo. Overwhelm. Hope. Watching. Are you having insomnia right now? Listen, this one's a hard one. Okay, so emotionally, I do see a little bit of stubbornness with Virgo. Like, and perhaps this isn't stubbornness, but knowledge, because it's the Hierophant, which is education, our moral code. Like, you want things to be one way and they're not lining up. But let me just say, keep doing what you're doing. You've got the Nine of Swords here, which tells me you might have had some insomnia, some dreams, some obsessive thoughts like a train, one after another. I see that you're watching things. You're paying attention to the environment. But you have the Star card. You have the Page of Cups for new beginnings. We have apologies coming your way or people making amends. We've got the Eight of Pentacles for repetition, refinement. So I used to call this one repetition and redundancy, but honestly, it's about refinement. This girl isn't making the same product over and over again just to knock them out. She's refining the technique a little bit as she goes. It talks about expertise. So I'm seeing some expertise for you. You also have the Magician. So in this, I'm going to pull the major cards for you like I did with Leo. Look, we've got the Hierophant. That's your moral code. Don't get stuck in being right, though. Sometimes the Hierophant is the person that is oppressing, saying you need to get married because you're pregnant. I'm just using like a wild, old school, you know, belief system, imply that you had something to do in response to that. So the Hierophant can sometimes be that moral code. Well, I can't eat meat on Fridays. Or I, you know, should... ABC, right? We know this one. So the Hierophant is about the moral code. So what is it that you're telling yourself you should do? Then we have the Magician, expertise. This is go time. You kind of feel like things are about to go without you, and so you're ready. You got to get ready. But within all of this, so these are, let's see, I thought I had another one. You have two more. So you have the Star card for hope, and you have the Strength card for grace. So have a little grace and patience. We don't tame a lion with a brick and a whip. We tame them with a little bit of grace. It's always about making friends with the lion. So sometimes this is shadow work, and sometimes this is just having a little grace for ourselves. So, you know, you do have the Four of Pentacles. I got to ask, Virgo, is there jealousy in your life right now? Are you feeling as if there's something that you want? Or has someone betrayed an agreement where you're feeling as if this isn't how I wanted it to be? Because with the Four of Pentacles in play, it says that we have this feeling of like being dealt a little less than we deserve. So sometimes we hyperfixate on the lack or the problem instead of looking at where we're going. But I'm going to tell you, you know, ease, support, Six of Pentacles, you've got support coming. Did you ask for help? Sometimes we get so stuck in the process that we don't realize support is right around us. Or did we think to ask for a different perspective? Woo! There's a hummingbird right here. I wish you could see him. I'm in love with my hummingbirds. I can't believe they're still around in the wintertime, so I get geeked about it. And I can hear him like a little helicopter. Bzz, bzz. It's a little bigger than my thumb. Hummingbirds for the win. All right, so let's take a look at your divination of the ancients for the week. So this should be your focus, or the thing to pay attention to. To book an in-depth reading, visit karmaondeck.com. For established people, if you've been to my website before, take a browse around and look at the products. Tell us what you think. A lot of work went into that. We were really worried about doing it right, so we'd love to hear your feedback and opinion. What would you keep and what would you give? I'd love to hear from you. All right. Astrology is your card for this week. So, destiny. Listen, there's nothing, literally nothing that can take you off what's for you. So, just remember destiny, alignment, timing, all things in due time. I feel I'm inspired to pull a second card. I don't know why. Mastery. So, destiny and mastery. So whatever it is that you're working on, sometimes it takes practice. I was talking to, I think, Leo about our, commentary about Mercury retrograde. Things come up in order for us, why do I still have to be dealing with this? Sometimes, you are not writing your name like you did when you were a 5-year-old. You have cursive and you can write things without thinking and you can drive a car. There's things that we can do now that we weren't able to do when we were younger. And the same thing goes with the spiritual path. It goes with our relationship path. Occasionally things will come up from the past and we will look at it and be like, wow, I used to fall for that shit. Nowadays we're like, able to really look back with a fresh view, and that's mastery. If you're doing the work, these things come up in order for you to take a look in the mirror and be like, wow, and if you have work to do, it reminds you. So this is about mastery. What is it that you're working on? And keep going. This tells us that expertise is on the next turn. And destiny, put yourself in alignment with what it is you're supposed to do, and things will unfold as they should, no matter how much we obsess about it or stay up late and work the problem. Put it to bed. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know how you feel your reading went, whether it resonated, where you are in the world. And again, please find me on karmaondeck.com to book your reading, or visit my YouTube so we can have some more companionship there. I really love it there. Adonai, hold the line. Mercury's almost done. Catch you on the flip side.